Now a little tutorial on how to stop a possible ongoing leak in one of these toilet cisterns. These are like 27 years old, and this is what you call is a diaphragm ball cock. This is the float, and this is the arm. And what happens is basically this: when the ball cock has risen up after the water levels has gone up, it cuts off the water supply here. Okay, and that's what it should do. As you can see, let me press it down, and you can see water coming up, and then I let it go, and it cuts off. Okay. Now what will happen is this should stop. If it doesn't stop, then there's a problem, and you need to adjust here. Okay, there's a little nut here which you can adjust, so the flow can cut off at this point, at this straight point. Okay. What will happen is, if the water is continuously coming from there, after the ball cock has risen, it will go into the overflow and come out of here and outside. It goes outside. This prevents a flooding from happening if water comes out of the cistern. Okay, and there's always a little distance between that and the water level. Okay, and so this is the first point you need to adjust if the water is still continuously flowing after the ball cock has risen up. If you still can't fix it here, which you shouldn't have a problem, you need to temporarily cut it off. And this is what you do: you go to here, which is an isolation valve. Okay, and all you do is you just twist it. Okay, it can be hard. You get a flathead screwdriver, and there you go. Okay, and that will temporarily cut off the water supply going in there. And say you have to wait until you get a new flow, new arm and everything. What will happen is this: all you do is this. I flush my one. I'm going to flush my one. Okay, so now you can see the water flowing. And what I do is I just cut off here, and you can see the water's cut off. Okay, and then I put it back on, and there you go. This will be a temporary cut off until you buy this. Okay, and what you could do is, in between flushes, you flush the toilet, you let the water go up, and then you cut it off. And you'll have to do it all the time, every time you use the toilet. And this is a temporary way of cutting off the water supply until you get this fixed. But the main thing is, you've got to adjust this screw here to see if you can stop the water flowing continuously. And I had a little problem some months back, and my water bill was so high. And the problem was this: the water was still coming and it was escaping into the overflow. So I couldn't see anything, but what I was able to do was I was able to hear the water still going on, even though it was meant to be shut off. And this continuously coming out is going to add up a lot of money on your water bill. And it's important that you fix it. It's important that you sometimes open up the lid and check, and it's also important that you listen. You listen for this sound that should cut off. So one of the best things to do is keep your bathroom toilet door open so that you can hear sounds, and also use the toilet, because the problem that I had was in another toilet is that I never used to use the toilet, so I was never able to detect it until I started hearing the sound. So this is crucial. Okay, so this is very easy and it's not a problem, but these ball cocks, they should last long. The flow, everything should last long. There is a lot of corrosion that takes place because there's water, and plastic is by far the best material to use. You see there's corrosion, and plastic basically corrodes the least, so this is why there's plastic parts in here. And they usually can be replaced, and you can buy them. This is the Syphon. This can also be replaced, but this Syphon can also be damaged. The handlebar can get damaged. Okay, if your handlebar gets damaged, all you do is basically this. If you can't flush it, this is what you do. You take off the hook here. You take the hook off, and then with your finger, you flush each time. And this is just temporary until you can get a brand new plastic part, or even maybe a handle that's causing the problem. So these are basically temporary ways of keeping the toilet going on while you wait to replace this part, maybe this part, maybe a handle, and maybe the whole thing. And also, this can also cause problem. There's a membrane at the bottom which can burst. If that bursts, your toilet won't flush anymore. Okay? That membrane can be replaced. You just have to cut off the water supply and then drain this. Okay, you're going to drain this and then use a sponge to lift up the last remaining water. And you're going to have to find out a way of getting this out and replacing the diaphragm which is at the bottom.